All right, guys, Seth and I are out skating today, and dadgum, it's turned cold here. Man, it's like wintertime. It's very cold and very windy today, so I'm not used to it. I'm hating it. And today, just a word of warning, gonna be kind of a talking video. So I have a big decision to share, and probably not gonna be popular with everybody, but for me, it just makes sense. And it kind of, my balance video kind of spurred me to think a lot about all the stuff I got going on in my life and what's happening and the things I want. Ultimately, I've come to the decision. I'm gonna say it up front, and then I'm gonna say a few words about it before you guys pester me with hate comments. But I'm gonna stop skateboarding. So I'll go ahead and say that right up front. I've decided that I'm gonna drop that and just inline skate. So right up front, there it is. And now, not that I'm going to justify why, because I don't really have to, but I'm just going to talk about some reasons why I decided to do that, and just some things to think about and warn you guys about if you get all bent out of shape about your sport. So let's talk about it. All right, so if you watch my balance video about having balance in your life, you know that I said I don't have a favorite sport. So that, number one, that's the key right there, is I've never had a favorite sport. I've done a ton of sports and I loved every single one of them, and I still love them, and most of them I don't do anymore for various reasons, time, injuries, just moved on. So you know, just right up front, I want to say that I still love skating. There's no doubt. I started with it when I was a teenager and kind of done it off and on, but I still love it. But the main reason I'm probably not going to skate on the board anymore is just it's incredibly painful on my knee. Every single thing I do on a skateboard hurts. Every push, every kick turn, every drop in. Like, I haven't skated since the day in Apex, and I will say it probably took me 4 or 5 days to recover from that, just from all the pounding that my knee took. And inline skating is a whole lot less pounding on my knee because my legs are facing forward and not sideways, and that sideways motion is brutal on my knee. So that's probably the biggest reason why I just feel like it's just not worth the pain that I'm going through for that right now. So that's here, guys. We got a pretty sunset here. It's just when these clouds go away, it's going to get really cold tonight. I think it's supposed to get in the 20s tonight. It's probably like upper 30s right now, but man, it's cold and super windy. But that's the second reason is I kind of felt like I was moving into a scenario where I was living the sunk cost fallacy. And if you don't know what the sunk cost fallacy is, it's really a financial thing, but it ultimately kind of applies to everything, where you end up doing something that is no longer beneficial to you just because you have so much invested in it already. And I kind of felt like that I had so much invested in skateboarding that there's a lot of days I'd rather have not skateboarded. I'd rather go mountain biking, I'd rather go running or dirt biking, even inline skating. But I went skateboarding because I felt like I needed to keep my skill level at least, you know, kind of equal. So you know, that was reason number two. I just felt like some days I only went because I needed to. Now, not that I didn't have fun. You know, as I said, I still love it. I'm just choosing not to do it. And so now let me offer kind of words of warning to people who may like get upset because you choose to stop a sport or don't do a sport. But you know, ultimately you can't tie yourself, who you are, into what you do. And sports are simply things you do. I mean, if you don't make a living at it, even if you do make a living at it, it's still just something that you do. It's not who you are. You know, who I am is I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a son, you know, I'm a friend. Those things are who I am. Skating is just something that I do on the board. You know, dirt biking, something that I do. Any sport that you do is something that you do, but it's not who you are. So don't ever get caught in the trap of trying to identify yourself with what you do. And I did Spartans for a lot of years, and Spartan is real bad about that, because I'm gonna be honest, Spartan's got a lot of people who used to have addiction problems, and they try to overcome their addiction problem by becoming a Spartan, and you know, that becomes their life. And yeah, if you tie yourself to something like that, the least thing happens and you can't do it anymore, and you kind of lose who you are. and that's bad news. So, you know, I would warn you and not to get caught up in that hype, because it's just, number one, it's just not real. Like I said, what you do is not at all who you are. It's cool, lights just came on. It got really bright, so we got a little bit of sunlight and we got the lights up here, so it's awesome. But we got to get used to that this winter. And so the last thing I would just, you know, say is just be careful comparing sports, because in the end, they're all sports. They're not, you know, you can make it a lifestyle, but they're not lifestyles. You choose your lifestyle. Sport doesn't choose your lifestyle for you. You know, you choose to be who you are, and you choose what sports you want to participate in. And there's no sport that's inherently better than any other one. I mean, I'm not a baseball fan, football fan. I don't like any of those sports personally, but people that play them love them, and you know, that's great. And I don't have anything against people that do those sports. So don't get in the habit of bashing another sport just because you don't personally like to do it. You know, so you can bash me all you want on the comments, and I don't really care. But I just say, you know, overall, just don't hate on some other sport just because you don't like it. And so I'm going to end with that and skate around some more because I'm about to freeze to death. But yeah, so, you know, bottom line, I'm just not going to skate anymore. I've already given one of my skateboards away to one of the kids here at the park, and I'll probably get rid of my other one, just to get rid of it and not have it, you know, kind of clear out, have less stuff, which is another reason. Just kind of simplify your life. When you get older, you don't need a bunch of stuff. So in the end, you know, that's just my decision, and I think it's going to make a difference for me on the inline skates, and just kind of give me a little bit of time to do my other sports that I enjoy too. So thank you guys for watching, and if you want to see more of this, just hit that subscribe button. If you're pissed off at me, that's okay too. But we will see you on the next one.